All right, guys. Just a reminder, use the raise hand button if you have questions for Coach. I don't see any hands raised right now, so if someone wants to start us off with the first question, feel free to start us off.
Hey, I'll jump in here. Hey, Matt, good to see you.
You as well, Joe.
Are you gonna go with Brady or Dennis at left tackle?
I did start the game at left tackle. Trent Scott will more than likely start the game at right guard, and then Brady will be available for all the positions.
Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Matt, 1 week full of workouts, one more to go, but the talk of accountability all week. Have you noticed anything in practice about the guys now that you've had a couple of practices, and has there been more talk players?
Yes, I think you have guys like Christian really over communicating. The true test will come down to Sunday. You know, I mean, it's not like we've ever sat there and practiced like, man, we got a bunch of miscommunications, or man, we have a bunch of bad penalties. It's really, everything we do during the week is to get us ready for Sunday, and then on Sunday, to go out and perform and deliver. So I think that they're working hard. I think the last 48 hours leading up to the game, a lot of ground can be made up in a good way, in terms of the game plan and understanding what you have to do, and then getting to the game, the accountability and urgency and all those things that guys like to talk about. It has to show up, right? So I've liked our team's preparation this week, but I liked our team's preparation last week. So it's really about the mindset, the focus, how locked in we are going into the game. I'm hopeful and anticipating us going in there versus an excellent Miami team and being very locked into each play and being in the moment.
Let's go to Joe Person, followed by Will Pelagic.
Matt, we asked you a lot about this last week, not really this week. Will this be Cam's game pretty much every snap? Is that the plan?
Yeah, we have PJ ready, but Cam's got another week in the system. I think he's much more comfortable this week than he was last week. So, we'll play him and use PJ as needed.
Matt, you've talked a lot about the fact that execution has been the main barrier for your guys' success. Where does the disconnect happen between practice and the game, where that execution just seems to not be there at times?
I just think it's just consistency. I think the message in this locker room is that we've seen what it looks like when we do it right. We had games like Atlanta, we had games like Arizona. We see what it looks like when it's not done right. Games like Washington last week. And I think the biggest thing is the interconnectedness of the team. Like, I can't do my job if you don't do yours. You can't do your job if I don't do mine. So, you can come out of a game and you can say, hey, I only had one penalty. But if 8 guys say that, then you had 8 penalties, right? So, it's just a growth process that we're working our way through and trying to overcome. We would like to do it as soon as possible. We've had moments where we have done it. We didn't do it last week, so we have another opportunity to go out and play together this week, and hope that we can play our best game.
Next question, go to David Newton.
Yeah, Matt, you mentioned Christian stepping up in leadership. Who else has stepped up this week? And the term "do your job", was that something that players came up with, or is that part of your message to them?
Yeah, that's something I talked about the very first day I've been here. I think if you played for Phil Snow and I was a G at UCLA in 2001, the player coach's oath would be, I will hustle, I will show courage, I will no one do my job, I will care for my teammates. So it's something we talk about all the time. It's just, the jobs we give these guys sometimes aren't easy, so there's a guy on the other side that's trying to do his job as well. So, I think the biggest areas for us of improvement are, when you have young players, sometimes when things go exactly right, they're good. They don't have the bank to draw from, and they have to spend a lot of time preparing. Not just kind of knowing their assignment, but level 4 mastery of knowing everything about their assignment, what to do if things go wrong. Veteran players have way more of a bank to draw from. So we're just trying to get some of our veteran players to share their preparation and expectations and have a standard of preparation, a standard of performance for everybody. And our guys stepping up. Yes, guys have been stepping up all year, though. to me, it's just, it has to show up on Sundays. That's really it. I mean, we prepare, we work really hard. Guys are in here early, they stay late. There's a lot of good things that happen. You just keep doing it until it flips over, and it becomes the common standard for everyone. There's a standard of performance when you get to the game. Like, it's about what you do on Sunday that matters. So we prepare all week for Sunday, and then come Sunday, we have to go get it done.
Let's go to Jonathan Alexander.
I had a couple of small ones. So John Miller's injury, that was a re-aggravation of the previous injury, correct?
I don't know that. He got rolled up on in practice. Guy fell down and rolled into his ankle. So, if that, he's been banged up in a lot of different areas, but that was a new thing. It was a guy that fell on him.
Gotcha, okay. And, if you all were to have success Sunday, what do you feel like that would look like in your eyes? What will a successful day, other than win, of course?
Yeah, I don't know. We go out there every week with a mission to do our job. We go out there with a standard of the way that we want to play. I came out of last week. I think all of us came out of last week feeling like we didn't play as hard as we normally do. We weren't as detailed. We had too many penalties. So every week that we go out, I just talked about kind of our players, coaches, that we talk about. We want to play hard. We want to have the courage to be physical and do our job, make plays when opportunity comes. We want to know our job through preparation and do our job no matter what at a high level. So we're going to go down there and try to win the football game, and we know it's not going to be easy. So we're going to hopefully play as hard as we can for as long as we can and see what happens.
Great. Guys, we have time for one or two more if you guys have any more questions. All right. That'll do it, Coach. We appreciate it.
Thanks.